Hello, my name is Mayan Shah with RVMax.us, and today I have this 2005 Fleetwood Bounder model 37U. It's a double slide coach, and we've gone ahead and done our normal floor upgrade, and it's been owned for the last few years by an older gentleman who unfortunately had to sell it due to his health problems, but he did use it for a few years. He put new tires on it. He got it serviced at Cummins, and it has been recently serviced, so it's ready to hit the road. I'm excited to show you this coach today. It's a great starter coach. If you want to get into good running, nice diesels, this is a good way to start. It's got a 7,500 watt Onan quiet diesel generator up front. This is a pretty standard generator for this size diesel and even a little bit above it. It's got a split pane glass setup. So there's two pieces. Now obviously you don't have that seamless view, but it is cheaper in the case where you'd have to replace one of the pieces of glass. So not everything is bad, not everything is perfectly good either. Now there is no delamination whatsoever on the coach, and the decals are actually in pretty good shape. It looks like they could use like a little buff or something if that may bring them out to be a little more brilliant when the sun hits it. However, they're not cracking or anything. There are a few little cracks in this one decal, but the big main decals are free from any cracking from the sun or anything like that. And the paint is actually in good condition as well. They've just got a little storage compartment here. And down there you see the little holder for your exhaust on the generator. Now the tires have date codes of, on the front they're 05, 19, and on the back they are 15 and 19. So these tires were most likely put on the coach within the year. You could even say potentially within the last 7 to 8 months that these new tires were put on. So obviously they're going to be good for another 3 or 4 years at least. They've got a good bit of storage under here. This storage is all connected, and it actually comes out on the slide as well. Very clean in there. You got an extra hose. Actually, that's a 50 amp power cord. Another storage compartment here. We've got, and this is all like a plastic fiberglass type material, so it's super easy to keep clean. This is your wet bay, of course. You've got, city water inlet, standard stuff, outside shower, and this extends too, which is pretty cool. They sometimes get a little brittle and stuck in there, so not the best, but you could change it out to a different material that would allow you can wrangle it out, but it does serve as a good outside shower. Now this right here is the back panel to your furnace. Now it does have heat pumps and in the air conditioning system, which is actually pretty nice. So as long as the temperature is over, I think they say 45 degrees Fahrenheit, you can run your heat pumps, which essentially is just electric power through your air conditioning system to heat the coach. But under that temperature, you'll have to run your furnace, of course, unless you're plugged into power and have some electric heaters you plug into sockets. But this thing will heat the coach up real quick. It runs off of propane. This is your driver's side dually here. Now the back tires have that date code of 1519. Now it is set up with an inverter, which is pretty nice. You don't see inverters on many coaches in this price range, so that's a nice plus. You've also got your 2 chassis or starting batteries there on the right. And then here we have our 4 coach side batteries, which are on sliding racks. So as you can see, generally if you're looking for delamination on a coach, it'll be on the side panel. For some reason, it tends to be in the back, especially on that centerpiece right there. I'm not entirely sure. Maybe it's because a lot of coaches put their bathrooms there, so the skylight is a normal area for a coach to leak, but this one's showing no sign of delamination at all. And that's pretty nice, especially for a coach this age. Come around back, you've got a backup camera up top. And And this is a rear radiated Caterpillar 300 horsepower engine. It's a C7 Cat. And I'm gonna check out the actual horsepower outputs and torque outputs and at what RPM, because this coach feels like it makes more than 300 horsepower, but I'm not sure 100%. I'll have to look at a Cat brochure. Now this hitch right here has a, let's see, weight carrying ball mounts, 5,000 pounds, weight distribution. I believe it's 10,000 pounds. Dinghy towing, 10,000 is the max trailer weight. So that is really good. Yeah, that is really good. Weight carrying ball mount, 5,000 pounds max. Weight distributing, 10,000 pounds. Dinghy towing, 10,000 pounds. So that's a great hitch to have on a coach like this. Again, you normally don't see a hitch with 10,000 pounds, if I'm reading this correctly. You can judge for yourself. That's why I read it out loud. Now right here, this looks like a quick disconnect for an air system. It seems to be. And then you've got different ports here. Really nice hitch setup, I do have to say, especially with that air nozzle there. So you can have a pneumatic brake buddy. Well, I don't think it's a brake buddy company, but if you know what I'm talking about, you get those systems that press the brake or depress the brake in your tow car if you're flat towing. And the electric ones are not nearly as good as the pneumatic ones, and this one's already set up with the pneumatic. You know, you've got an air hose with a quick disconnect on it. So that's really nice. And then you've got both types of electrical, power sockets here, because this type right here, and this is not power sockets, I realize that you're just running I don't know what to call them right now, but this one is a lot of flat towing setups use this port, and then regular trailers will use this port. So it's nice to have both. This panel opens up so you can check out your radiator, engine oil, as well as your transmission oil. You can check on your air filter as well. Lift it up and then make sure that's in place. Once again, and please don't mind me hammering this in, I just want to make the point of how clean the coach is. There's no delamination down the side of the wall. I mean, there's not even a single little deviation in the panel. That's a great sign. Right here, you've got your propane tank. Actually, I take that back. Sorry, not your propane tank. You've just got a storage compartment on the right side. You have your hydraulic reservoir. That's for your jack system. The propane tank is actually mounted in the center of the coach. And let me take a look at this once more. I believe remote tank fill. Yeah, so you got a remote tank fill for your propane tank here. Because the propane tank is actually mounted in the center of the coach, so it doesn't take up your storage capacity on the side, and it's in a safer position as well if you get into a wreck. Got a storage compartment here with a spare tire. It's a Goodyear tire. I'm assuming this was a tire from his previous set. It's smart to keep a spare in here because sometimes, if you break down and you have a flat, it can be, depending on where you break down, it can be hard to find the right size tire. So it's nice to have that extra tire in there. It's your passenger side dually. Got storage compartments under here. More storage here. There's a good amount of storage on this coach. They really utilize that space where the propane tank would be occupying. And more storage here. And there's like a little rack up top, so you could probably hang a TV off of that quite easily and have it just slide out. And then it could swivel around. So that's already set up for that. You got power out here as well as cable. So you could have a nice little outside entertainment system if you wanted to. But right now it's providing you extra storage capacity. Make sure it's shut. Now you've got an electric patio awning here, which is what we're standing underneath. It's a cloth acrylic material. It's in great shape. It's a beautiful deep blue, and it does have a wind sensor as well, and you can adjust the sensitivity on that wind sensor. And then you've got a nice door awning there made by Oasis. Now, you've actually got a handicap, it's sort of a handicap accessible coach. You have this little lift system right here, and it actually works. There's a little button here. And check that out, it's 12 volt. So you don't have to have your generator running for this to work. Just press it, goes up and down. So that could be useful. Of course, if you wanted to take it off, it's a few volts, and obviously you want to put some caulking in here, and then it's done. You can take it off if you'd like, but it's nice to have just in case. All right, I'm going to show you a clip of me up on the roof, and then we're going to step inside the motorhome and talk about some things in there. All right, we're up on the roof now. You've got 2 air conditioners on this coach, and the roof looks great. It's crowned, which is nice, so it won't allow water to just sit up here and camp out, along with you camping out. Looks like we've got 2 satellites here, which is interesting. The Wingard Traveler. This one looks much nicer than this one, but yeah, it may be for 2 different types of services. You can have potentially an internet service, satellite internet, and then your TV set up through a different one. You've got a regular standard antenna right there. But the roof looks good. Let me see what this is. Okay, so this part isn't too perfect, but it's still sealed up and it's still firm down there. So nothing really bad going on. It's just there's like a type of surface over the layer underneath, and it's just slightly rippling, but it's still solid, and there's no signs of leakage in the coach at all. So this just could be the glue coming up a little bit there, but nothing too major. Just wanted to point that out. Your awning looks great. Got a fan cover here for your kitchen fan. Slide out toppers look excellent. Oh, there's a tiny little tear there. We're trying to be very honest with what we've got here. So that little tear, we could put like a little piece of tape on it. They have this stuff called slide out topper repair, and it's a very thick piece of super tacky tape just to repair it, and it'll be fine, because the topper, it's actually in good shape besides that little tear there. And toppers aren't too expensive, probably about $200 to get one replaced, including the fabric. But overall, the roof looks pretty good. The seals are excellent. And there's no signs of leaks whatsoever in the coach. So, I mean, look, it's a 2005, that little tear there and the little tiny ripple, it's not going to be perfect, but for its age, this looks really good. All right, let's get back down and check out the interior of the coach. Oh, and one little side note, it's got dual fill-up. So we've got a fill-up access point here, and then there's one on the other side of the coach as well. All right, we're on the interior of this coach now, and you'll notice that we've taken out all the carpeting that it had, and I believe it had some linoleum flooring in the kitchen area and the bathroom area, and we've taken that out and replaced it with a luxury vinyl flooring, which is a nice, it interlocks with each other, so as you're going down the road, it's not going to start separating or anything like that. They're waterproof as far as you can dip them in a bucket. They're not completely impenetrable as far as water getting into the subframe. However, since they are interlocked, it's going to slow it down significantly compared to standard wood planks. And of course, wood planks will swell if you get them wet. So that's another thing that this doesn't do. Now, we actually went ahead, and it cost us about $1,000 to do this extra, a little less sometimes and a little more other times. But we took out the carpet on the slide out area as well, and went ahead and had that finished in that luxury vinyl flooring, and it just looks fantastic. It blends in with the rest of the coach and it really opens up the motorhome as well as updates it, and everyone wants this type of flooring nowadays. This is one of the most popular things to do to a coach, and our guys are really good at it, and you can tell by looking at their work. Now over to your left, we have a nice recliner here, as well as a little desk setup, which has a magazine, book holder over to the right. You've got direct lighting up here. You can direct it wherever you want. You've got another light back here. So if you're sitting here reading or something, you've got light over your shoulder, which is very nice. And then if you have some papers there, you have light straight on that as well. So this is a great little working area, actually. We'll step over into the kitchen area, and this is corain countertop. You've got a dual stainless sink, very nice looking stainless sink. It's not stained. It looks like it's been freshly polished, well, within the last few months at least. You know, a lot of times you'll see dull stainless steel, and that's okay because it's easy to polish it out, but it's nice to see super clean, and it looks great. You've got a paper towel holder up here, storage cabinet. Got these corain inserts over your 3-burner gas stove. Those are large burners, by the way. Just take a look at that. That's an Amana burner. See that? This is a very high-end brand. We've got a country coach right now that has Amana stuff, appliances in it, and a lot of Prevos, at least from the, you know, around this generation, used Amana stuff. So this is a high-end 3-burner gas stove. Got a General Electric microwave oven as well as convection oven. And over here we got a 4-door refrigerator that runs off of electric and propane, of course. You've got an ice maker up there as well. So this is a beautiful kitchen setup. We've got a great stove, dual stainless sink, corain countertops. Good bit is countertop space, you know, especially considering that this is only a 37-foot coach, 4-door refrigerator. This is a great, a beautiful little kitchen area. Now if we'll swing around, we're going to talk about this dinette area. So this dinette, of course, turns into a bed if you want it to. The fabric is in excellent condition. You've got a surround sound system in here as well as one of the speakers. You've got speakers over there, and there's a subwoofer hidden probably under a couch or something as well. Lots of storage up above. Nice little wood plaque. It says Bounder. And, you know, they're pretty proud of their coach. Fleetwood is a good manufacturer. They've been around for a long time, and of course they have their American coach lineup as well, so they bring a lot of high-end technology to the low-end coaches as well. So that's nice because you get a more entry-level coach that's been built with the craftsmanship of a manufacturer that's capable of doing really high detail, you know, high-end detail-oriented things. So nice to have that heritage behind a brand you're buying. So we've got a little cup holder here, which is pretty useful. Got a couch. Now this should jackknife, and yes it does, so that's jackknifes, and I believe, yeah, you've got storage under there as well, so this comes off, and there are seat belts, and there should be seat belts on the forward-facing dinette as well. Now both the passenger chair and the driver chair are swiveled around right now to provide more seating area for the living space, and the upholstery is in excellent condition on both of these chairs. There's no signs of tearing or anything like that. They're in superb condition. I would give them a 9.8 out of 10. Now I've got a Samsung Smart TV that's still in its wrapper. You can see it looks like it was very recently installed. I mean, they still have this yellow energy guide tag on it. So it's really nice to have that Smart TV upgrade. And of course over here, now this is what I think they had that extra antenna, satellite receiver up there for. You've got a Wally system, so this is for, let's see, system info. I'm assuming this is for a GPS system. We've got a wind guard traveler control. Plastic is still on it. And then your surround sound system control. And then, wow, is this? You don't see that anymore. That's a VHS player. Of course, you've got a 5-disc changer DVD stuff, so you can play DVDs, of course. But that's pretty cool. You don't see that really anymore. So you've got some old home videos. It's time to break them out. If you purchase this coach. So up here we have our thermostat, and you also have like a smart little load meter thing. It shows you what's going on, and what it will do is this system actually automatically regulates where your power is going. So it will try and not let you trip the power supply that you're getting from. So let's say you're running on a 30 amp power and you try to turn both of your air conditioners on and then fire up your microwave or something. And it starts to trip, what it will do is it'll take power away from something, your 1 AC. It'll get it back down to, because it knows what's coming in. As you can see right now, it says genset, but it has 50 amp, 30 amp, 20 amp, so it knows what's coming in. And if you try to use too much power, it'll modulate and regulate the power usage by the air conditioners. It'll like vary back and forth. So that's a really nice system to have on a coach. Then you've got your level tests up here. You can check your battery voltage. Then you've got two cutoffs for your battery. So it's this main battery and then auxiliary battery. You've got your inverter switch. So you flick that, it turns your inverter on. So you can power up your ports, watch TV, use the microwave just off your batteries. And then you, of course, have your slide out control. And then there's a speaker underneath here, part of your surround sound system. All right, I think up here we just have some storage. Yep. So right above here is where that little ripple I talked about was. And as you can see, no signs of water leak whatsoever. That corner is right up there. It should be right around here. So no signs of water leak whatsoever. Because if you had a water leak in a compartment like this, you would see the rippling of the wallpaper, and there's none of that. So yeah, that rippling has nothing to do with water leaks. I can assure you that. And recently, today's February 15th, I believe, you can look at Greenville's weather. We've had some flooding. We've had some crazy weather. So no signs of leaks whatsoever. I mean, we have been getting some serious rain lately. Oh, I missed the light. All right, let's step back into the bathroom area, Coach, because of course we already covered all of this. You've actually got a pretty spacious bathroom, all things considered, in here. You've got corain countertop for your sink, vanity here that I don't have on. There we go. Some medicine cabinet space back here. And a sizable shower. If you check this out, so you can see I've got, I can't tell, maybe a foot or so above me, and about 6 feet. Good bit of width here. Good bit of width, so I can move around a lot in here. You see I've got my arms out, and I'm not really touching anything. So a good bit of width. You've got a little seat there if you want to use that. This is your toilet area. And that's the linoleum that was in the coach before, which is okay. We left it in there because it's a lot of work to take the toilet out and stuff, so we avoided that because it's already a hard surface. Now back here you have, controls for your fan. It's kind of electric. You turn your fan on with that switch. And it made that sound because it's closed right now. It's kind of rubbing. Good bit of space back there. You've got a window as well. And yeah, that's a porcelain toilet. Lots of drawers here. Oh, they're latched. Whoops. You've got 3 of those. Some more storage space here. Now, what you can do here, you see there's a little magnet right there, and there's a magnet on the other side. Tack. There you go. You got your bathroom set up. Because realistically, you're not going to be taking a shower and then have someone in the bathroom that you don't want to be around when you're taking a shower. So go ahead and use the door and open it up. That's a really convenient way to have a separation door. It also saves space, so you don't have to have a little sliding door here. Step into the bedroom area. Now here, of course, we have a separation door. Separates you from the rest of the coach. Now, a good bit of space back here. We can walk around, and you see we've got the floor finished here as well. You got some space, countertop space on each side. That's pretty nice, as well as a little storage compartment down there on each side. And then you've got a speaker system back here, and you can turn that off and on if you'd like. Oh, I forgot. So it looks like they did not trust just the pure resistance of this door to not slide open while going down the road, and I don't completely blame them because having one of these crack is not very fun. So take this little tack out, and that reveals a pretty large wardrobe area. And it's interesting, there's actually some, I forget what this surface is called, that's what this wood is called, cedar. You got, like, one side is cedar lime, but the rest is not, so you have some cedar lining. I'll put that back in. All right, and so back here we have another, looks like a brand new sticker still on it, Insignia Smart TV, and you have your Wally system here. as well, and that's brand new, stickers still on it. So this thing is set up to go for a satellite provider if you want to go through this company right there. And this swivels out, as I'm sure you were wondering, so you have a good view of it while you're laying down in bed. So beautiful little bedroom setup. Close that back in. And you've got all this, you've got a countertop space here, which is nice. You can get ready in the morning. You got some outlets over there if you want to run a hair dryer or something like that. Lots of space under here. This is pretty neat. These all slide out, and you can take them out as well. So let's say you have, you know, you're dipping up your dirty clothes, your dirty laundry, and you want to put them in a drawer stored away, but when you go to do your laundry somewhere, you just take them out real quick. Super nice. Looks like the same deal there. And the same deal there. That's pretty cool. They even got 3 in here. And you can take them out if you'd like. That's kind of a nice setup. All right, I think we've covered the interior of this coach. Obviously, this is not a comprehensive video. I'm not going to go through every tiny little piece, but I'm trying to hit all the important facts and what I think makes this coach stand out from the rest. So I'm going to go get it on the road. All right, we're getting on the highway now with this coach, and it feels like it has plenty of power. We're up at 60 miles an hour, 65 miles an hour. I'm going to change lanes. Wow, steering feels good so far. No shaking, no shimmying or anything like that. I'm going to go ahead and set cruise. We're at 67 miles an hour. And the coach feels fantastic. I know new tires are a big part of this, the reason it's driving so well, but yeah, beautiful. There's very little, it's not pulling whatsoever, and I'm still getting communication through the steering wheel. Cruise control works great. I haven't really tested the engine brake thoroughly yet, but we're going to do that up there ahead when I take an exit. Backup monitor looks good. Got a wide angle there. I've got an upgraded head unit. Coach feels really good. Now this is the big plus about diesel pushers, is the fact that they are very stable at higher speeds, especially on the highway, because the gas coaches will not give you this kind of stability. That the airbag chassis, this Freightliner XC chassis, you know, and that 300 cap back there. And the diesels are quieter too. I mean, I barely hear the engine back there. Whereas the gas, you're sitting on top of the engine. So I love the V10 that they put in most newer gas coaches, and you know, it's nothing against them. It's just the diesel is the next level as far as Class A camping goes. And this one is no joke. It's super clean. It drives excellent. It's got new tires. It's got 80,009 miles on it. Super easy to drive. I've had to slow down because I'm behind a car right now. Gonna indicate and take this exit. Super stable. I mean, you know, I'm taking an exit right now, and there's very little sway. The seats are very comfortable. Took a bump, and it just absorbs it out. Oh yeah, beautiful. That's a bump on a turn as well, which is a difficult thing for chassis to manage very well. But this one managed it just fine. Turn that engine brake on. Oh, strong engine brake. Wow. I've slowed down from 40 miles an hour is when I let off the brake, and now we're down to 20 miles an hour. That's down a hill. So impressive engine brake right there. Turn it off. Engine brake is another big plus. If you're towing, you really want an extra braking force to help you out so you don't cook your brakes. And it's super nice if you're going down a big mountain or something. Again, you don't cook your brakes. If you're out west, it's not fun to get a big RV without an engine brake going down those hills. I mean, you're going to be riding the brakes the whole way down. Engine brake is a way to mitigate that without damaging your coach. And from what I understand, how the Jake brake systems work, they they shut off the flow of fuel when you go into that, when the engine brake kicks on. So it's actually fuel efficient too, and you're slowing down. I believe it uses the pressure of the engine. Now I'm going off into unknown territory here, because I'm not an engineer and I watched a little quick video on it because I was interested. But I believe it uses the pressure from the engine. It shuts the fuel valves. All right, getting back on the road. Wow. Yeah, it's got plenty of power. This is not making like 600 horsepower. I don't want to talk how much horsepower I'm making, but the torque is plenty of torque and plenty of power to get you up to speed. Even up a hill like we just did, we're already at 60 miles an hour and I'm having to back off because there is a person going a little slower. And I'm gonna have to slow down again. Wow. I'm gonna try to switch lanes here. I'm going 55 miles an hour. I'm gonna signal, put my foot down, going 60. This is up a hill, 65. Continuing to climb, 68. 70 miles an hour, up a hill, accelerating. We're still accelerating. Oh yeah. It's got power. I mean, it's got adequate power. And the good thing about the C7 is it will give you better gas mileage in a much larger engine. So if you got a lightweight tow car, you're going to be getting better gas mileage than a big, massive diesel with power that you don't need, depending on what you're doing, especially if you got a flat tow vehicle behind you. So, and especially, I mean, I'm not towing anything right now, so the coach feels like it has plenty of power. I mean, it'll get up and move. And the gas mileage is always the big plus about having a C7 or an ISB Cummins. So anyways, that'll conclude the video for this coach. If I didn't cover anything you were curious about, please call or text me at 864-404-0054. And that's actually my dad's phone number right there. So yeah, feel free to call or text him. And you can schedule an appointment. We can FaceTime you, Skype you, walk you around the coach. No pressure at all. We're a no pressure sales orientation. If you like the coach and it works, that's great. And of course, we're going to tell you about all the features. But at the same time, we're very honest. And while I'm on the topic of being honest, that little ripple up on the roof, again, no signs of water leak whatsoever. I know some people are going to be scared off, and here's the reality. The people who will be scared off because of that little ripple probably don't have the most experience with RVs. That's just going to be the truth. And those out there who have experience with RVs, who've been camping a good bit, who understand what water leaks are and what those type of roofs look like, you're going to realize, you'll know instantly. I mean, that won't bother you, but someone who doesn't know, and I get it. Everyone has that analysis paralysis problem where you're going a little overboard, and I get it. That's your right to be like that, but and if you don't trust me, that's on you. But that's, again, why we're honest, is I'm trying to build the trust and trying to show you, hey, I want you to know what we have as a product, and at the same time, I'm going to tell you the reality of the situation as far as flaws go. Now, this being a 2005, it is in excellent condition, and the gentleman who owned it was proud of his coach. I mean, you can see he spent money on upgrading these TVs. It's got a nice inverter. The outside looks good. The roof looks pretty good. The awnings look good. He had it serviced at Cummins, and it's been taken care of. And it shows it when you come and look at it. So with that, I'll go ahead and end the video. Again, that number is 864-404-0054. Check out the description if you want to see that number or you want to send us an email. So thank you so much for watching, and look forward to more of our videos. We're always getting cool coaches in, and they tend to be very clean trade-ins. So thank you so much.